Welcome to TechCast, the podcast that quenches curiosity, powered by QNA Marcom. TechCast, where we deep dive into the exciting world of technology, bringing you the latest trends, innovations, and thought-provoking discussions. Join us on this exciting journey as we explore the boundless possibilities of technology.
Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of the WomenAtWork series powered by QNA Marcom. My name is Swapna Subramani, and I'm your host for today. As you know, we announced this series on International Women's Day, and since then we've had a great privilege to talk to many interesting women who have inspired us and who have really motivated us with their dynamism. Today I have one very special guest. Her name is Hasna Al, and she is the founder and CEO of IZI Health. Yes, we have an entrepreneur in the room here today, and I'm so excited to hear from her. Hello Hasna, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And tell us a little bit more. I'm so fascinated, by IZI Health. It's a well-being app, and you are an Emirati. You're an entrepreneur. You have all the ease in your, feather in your cap. So please tell us a little bit more about IZI Health, and maybe take a step back and tell us a little bit about your journey as well, and what motivated you to become an entrepreneur and found an app.
So, as a mother, and I used to be a corporate slave,
Mm-hmm.
it was very difficult for me to, reflect that on how my job is affecting me as a human being first, and as a mother, as a lady. And I had that aha moment where, I need to focus more on myself. This is where I realized that, corporate is not for me. I don't feel I'm not a patience person. I can't enjoy the slow life. I want to see results.
Right.
So I think this was my driver to quit corporate and start to do something.
Okay.
And at the beginning I didn't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I started with a telehealth platform. I'm a health economist, so for me it's like something I know, and then slowly it will become a business. But it wasn't the case, because when I started I thought it's gonna be a business.
Yeah.
Supply and demand. This is how you set up a company, and that's it. But there were many challenges to start with, and to balance the entrepreneurships and also me as a person with family and everything, it was really a challenge. This is where I pivoted the whole concept of the telehealth to do something else. I saw a demand in well-being, the consultations. People, especially during COVID, they're looking for more. Everybody's health conscious, and it affected me also. Like, I gained weight. I became more anxious. I can't manage my stress. And with that comes the weight gain, because, with all this, you don't know what to do, right? This is where IZI Health was born. It's a pivoted app from the telehealth. So the focus here is not only the medical consultations or the health consultations. The focus is to manage your lifestyle. If I ask you today, do you follow a healthy eating habits, or do you have a healthy lifestyle? You'd say, yeah, sometimes, but I cannot sustain that. And if I ask you why, it's because it's a heavy task. Like, you need to grocery shop, you need to cook, you need to find the healthy products. All these things are things that's really annoying, and people cannot sustain it.
Yeah, and especially as women, it's so difficult to balance everything as well.
Yeah. So I think when I think about IZI Health, I always tell my people that I know, IZI Health is like a little octopus that's designed to multitask. So the app is designed to follow the trends when it comes to recipes.
Okay.
We take our recipes. Most of our content creators are from social media, stay-at-home moms who's coming with all these easy, healthy recipes, and the products are available in the market, and the grocery shopping is linked to supermarkets within the region. So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to bridge the gap between recommending something to you and implementing that.
procuring and everything. Okay. So it's like a complete, like a 360-degree app for everything to do with health and well-being and groceries as well.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. And how long has it been since you started this, and like since you started the concept of IZI Health as a telehealth versus then when you pivoted, and how long it has been since you pivoted?
We pivoted the solution since it was a year ago.
Okay.
But before that, we already started with telehealth. We started in the UAE, we started in Egypt, and we did some collaboration with different partners across the regions. But we pivoted the solution to become a full-fledged nutrition and grocery app last year.
Nice. And did you like always have like all the support that you needed to become an entrepreneur and like quit your corporate job and start the like, did you face any oppositions? Did you get all the support that you needed as well?
See, I think let's rethink about the question itself. When we quit our corporate job and we become an entrepreneur, most of us come with the corporate standards. So your expectations at that phase is different than you want an office, you want an assistant, you want to do this, you want somebody to do the lead generation for you. You are a different person. But once you slowly get to become an entrepreneur, you change, you become more agile, you become more practical.
Yes.
So your expectations is changing. So if I met you 2 years ago, I'd say, you know what, nobody supported me. It was so difficult. But now I'm reflecting, it was difficult because I'm also
interesting.
It was not ready at that moment. And my standards were not matching what the outcome or what I'm doing. So it's
true.
Very,
very well said. Very well said. And what are some of the challenges that you face like on the way? If you were just, again, reflecting back.
Many challenges. I mean, I think as an entrepreneur, we have that fire inside us to do everything, And then we go to the market. We start implementing things without doing a proper research and study. And this is where I felt like, I should have done more study. I should have listened to the customers. I should go and talk to more people. These things reflected me later, or I paid, or I burned my hand.
And that's how you learn.
This is how I learned. But these are like one of the challenges that I experienced. Another challenge is being a lady. I mean, it's not easy to be a woman in business. It's very difficult. See, the community part is missing. When you look around you, like men have their own communities.
Yes.
In every industry, they gang up. They tend to gang up, right? But when you look at ladies, because we're few. First of all, we're few in business, in certain industries. This is one thing. Another thing, we don't have that community, a sense of community of ladies in business, and it's just a corporate dream. It's not something that's been implemented. We don't go to majlises. We don't meet up in cafes. We don't go to bars and discuss business. So all these things are not yet to be introduced to that region. And because of the missing of these things, it's very difficult for us to navigate our way and, do a proper networking. Our relationships with the corporate is not that as strong as men. So I think being a lady is a challenge by itself.
Well, that's I couldn't agree more. And I think that the sense of community, the sense of like networking, like those networking hubs and so on, especially in business. I know, like I'm in IT, and there are definite IT like women in STEM and IT women and so on. But I think for businesses, it's like a whole different challenge. Were there like, when you became an entrepreneur, like you said, there are so many different aspects of being an entrepreneur, from managing the finances to research and development to marketing. You're like a one-woman army. So what are some of the things that you had to like teach yourself, and how did you go about teaching yourself aspects of the business that you might not have been ready to face?
See, at the beginning, as I'm repeating myself, you are a different person. So you think that you know everything. And the way you go about it when you come and learn, it's either engaging with your peers or going online and doing your research. But recently, I started believing in the mentorship. I like when from time to time, I discuss and reflect everything happens with me, whether personally, professionally, with someone else, with an external partner, with an unbiased thinking to that. And this is really helping me to, navigate my way, make sure that I'm doing the right thing. I think, for example, I'll give you an example. When I started my business, I had no idea that I have to have a full data room at the beginning of my journey. You go to some angel investors, they just discuss the concept and it's a conversation and you raise money. Some people will come with, I want a teaser and I want to see some progress and that's it. But others would come with all these requirements. And it was a shock because I had no idea how to build that. And then at the beginning, I used to hire agencies to do that. And then you're still pre-seed and you're here and you're hiring an agency who work with corporate or whatever to do their finances, and the gap is so I think for some time I was trying to distract myself to not do it by myself. Then I realized that this is something that I need to learn. As ugly as it sounds, it's very difficult, but I have to do it. And I think mainly nowadays it's I delegate more. I go to experts more in terms of doing the things that I don't know. But if I want to do something, I really believe in the mentorship. I saw the impact of mentorship in my life.
And are you doing anything specific to kind of promote that kind of mentorship? Are you part of any kind of network of women or anything that you can help and move ahead with what you learned and kind of give back, or is that something that we as women need to put together some kind of a framework where we can help each other out?
See, actually, I don't do it in a structured way, but people reach me out, students from the universities, people in some other ladies who wanted to start a business in the healthcare, people others who wants to know about the ecosystem, the acceleration programs available, the VCs, what is available in this region and how to set up here. So I'm always open to help others. I really enjoy it when I see someone who's trying to. I have it in me. I don't want them to repeat my mistakes. I really don't want people to repeat my mistakes when they just go to the market with the mindset that they think that it's
because you have an idea, it'll happen. There's a lot more, boxes to check. How important has been the support from your family and friends as well been? Because I know that there are a lot of women who want to kind of embark on this entrepreneurship journey, but then along the way, they kind of get demotivated by family and friends saying that, oh, why do you want to do that? It's too much work. You're not going to be able to handle so much. There'll be too much on your plate. You have kids. Sometimes it's parents who do that. Sometimes it's the spouses who do that. Sometimes it's friends who do that. And it's not out of any bad intention, but it's how the society is kind of shaped.
They think they care.
Right. So did you face any of that? And, how do you think, how do you address that kind of,
Basically, I'm a very quiet person when it comes to talk about myself and my, sometimes people send me interviews or articles in the news. They say, why you didn't tell us? I'm I don't know. I don't know how to sell myself in that way. And when I work, when I do my work, I always have that very high standard for myself. So there is always more. So because of that, I don't go talk to people about what the challenges I'm facing or my or even the achievements. The only person that I talk about the business with is my husband, because we share, we're in this together. Whatever will happen to the business or to me, it's gonna affect the whole family. And I saw the support from day one in terms of accepting me as a person. I changed. My habits changed, my thinking changed, and I went through a phase. And this is where you need to make sure that to watch yourself, you need to make sure that you analyze what happens to you, because it might affect everything around you.
Yes.
But I'm not that kind of person who would think what others think about them. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
When I have something in mind, I just go for it. Like,
That's amazing. That's amazing. So what's the advice that you will give, young women and men, of course, out there who want to, who are stuck in corporate jobs, but who have that spark, want to make it, as an entrepreneur with some great idea, but then are not sure, so how do they, get motivated by Hasna?
So basically, if I'm going to give an advice, it's more of a feedback, like whatever happens to me. See, the thing is, I think if you have a corporate job and you have a dream to accomplish or whatever, start small, and this is where you test yourself. Because not everybody is an entrepreneur. I see many people, like I've seen people who talking about the idea for 5 or 6 years. Dude, you have to go implement the idea, otherwise why are you talking about it, right?
Yeah.
And the sooner you're failing in something, the better it is. I learn through my failures, and I embrace my failures. If I go back and look at my failures, I don't want to change anything. I want to fail, I want to learn, and I want to stand up again and do something else. It's so interesting and so powerful for you, because you change. You become more mature. Like, it's different. But if you are sitting in your corporate job comfortable and you don't want to take any risk, I don't feel that you have that passion. I know that, like, some people have different circumstances, they cannot just quit, but you have to do something, otherwise you will end up talking about it.
Get out of your comfort zone.
And this is very sad. Like, when you sit with someone talking about a dream that they know they're not going to accomplish, not today, not tomorrow, not next year, I think it's an excuse to justify their current situation. Maybe they feel that their corporate job is not giving them that sense of success. So they always think that an entrepreneurship is another, sparkly, successful journey. But it's not. It's a hustle by itself.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So if you have to see, first you have to experience yourself or test yourself. Do you have it in you? Can you wait and just try to implement? Can you contain yourself for that much, like for a certain time to reach somewhere, or no? Because
and you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone and put yourself through that test.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're not. And it's an interesting experience. Whether you will continue becoming an entrepreneur or you'll change your path, it's worth exploring. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And I'm going to try now. I don't know. All right. So to lighten it up a little bit, I have a quick rapid fire just to get to know Hasna better. So in terms of productivity, are you an early bird or a night owl?
Depends.
Okay. Mostly early bird?
Yeah, mostly early bird.
Okay. Yeah. Your desk decor is minimalist or personal jungle?
No, minimalist.
Minimalist, okay. Your networking preference, professional events or casual coffee meetups?
All. I'm a social person. I'm the kind of person who will talk to strangers in the airplane just to pass the time.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That's why you're an entrepreneur. All right. And conflict resolution, face-to-face discussion or written communication?
Face-to-face.
Face-to-face.
I feel that there are many things that get lost with the text. Yes. Sometimes you'll feel that I'm mad, but because I didn't use an emoji.
That happens a lot, especially now with WhatsApp.
It happens with my team. Like, when I send a comment, and then I make sure that I say I'm not shouting. I'm sitting in a very peaceful position, just telling you do this, because sometimes the millennials is different. Their
correct.
Their lifestyle or their texting style is different. So
true.
For me, like, I feel so old when I text them and they go like, "Why are you shouting?" I'm telling them I'm not shouting. I'm not even using caps, but
fair enough. So your leadership philosophy, is it empowering teams or driving results?
A combination of both. Yeah.
Decision making in high pressure situations, intuition or analysis?
Combination of both.
Okay. And responding to sexist remarks, confrontation or correction?
Nothing for now. I think it's we are in a position that these things are not yet very welcome to.
That's true. Work-life balance strategies, strict boundaries or flexible integration?
I don't believe in work and life balance.
I think all entrepreneurs don't have a balance.
It doesn't exist, but I find a way to compensate everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're everything to everyone all the time.
I try my best.
That's
but
amazing.
I mean, it doesn't exist. I reached a point where I stopped blaming myself. This concept is not right. It's not right to put yourself on the stage and keep criticizing yourself. You will burn yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's amazing. Well, that was the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for your time today. It was an absolute pleasure hosting you, and look forward to many more conversations, hopefully in the future, and all the best for IZI Health.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Hasna.
Thank you.